Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I'm in the old town of Phuket in southern Thailand, and this is a UNESCO city of gastronomy. It is known for its amazing food and its mix of cultures. And additionally, the Michelin Guide has covered the island of Phuket. And so today we're going on a Michelin Guide Thai street food tour of Phuket. I'm gonna share with you all of the places that we eat and all of the delicious food. So we are starting off, we're kicking off this Michelin Guide street food tour at a legendary place to eat roti, which is right on the corner, right in the old town of Phuket. Okay, so this place is called Roti Taew Nam, and it's a legendary roti restaurant right in the heart of Phuket. They're known for their curries and roti and eggs, open for breakfast. I love the look of this place. It is a shop house, and one of the significant factors here is that the hot griddle where they make the roti, which is sitting right at the front of the restaurant, sits over hot charcoal. So they make all the roti over charcoal, over fire. Order a selection of different roti. We're gonna get some eggs and we're gonna get some different curries that they serve along with the roti. I just love the way that Uncle works the griddle. He's a master of the griddle, working those rotis, working the eggs, scooting things around on the hot plate, adding just the perfect amount of oil so that it just sloshes around. Yeah, you can tell his expertise, his just extreme experience on the griddle. And today, this morning, it's not that busy, but you can tell like when he gets some orders, he just flies on that griddle. He knows exactly what he's doing, years and years of experience. So we got a selection. Oh man, his roti scooting skills, scooting them on that hot plate are impressive. And then his other technique when you do the torn roti, I love how he holds it with the plate and uses the spatula to just break it apart piece by piece. That way you don't get, because man, you don't want to chop roti so the pieces are even. You want that hand shredded, torn feel to it. And we got a selection of different roti. We got some eggs. We got two different curries, and we got a stuffed. This is like a mataba, or just a roti with egg in the center. I gotta start just with the classic, the hand torn or the spatula torn roti, just pure roti. Look at that texture, the crispness, the flakiness of that. All right, here we go. First taste of Roti Taew Nam, legendary. Oh wow. Yes, that texture is right. Crunchy, layers, flaky, slightly oily, and it's really hearty and, oh man. Oh, and it has this unique kind of saltiness to it. Wow, yes, that is delicious. Extraordinary roti. It does have a unique texture to it. A unique texture and like a unique flavor saltiness. Okay, and what I'm looking forward to most is this is not egg roti, but this is the torn roti with 2 fried eggs on top. Look at those perfect yolks. You can see that they're gonna break, they're gonna pop, they're gonna be oozy. And just how he's fried them perfectly on that hot plate. All right, let's just go in. Oh, just let it run, let it ooze. That's exactly what you want, coating the roti. Oh man, that is a staple of breakfast here. All the oozy yolkage. Oh, wow. The same, that crispy, I think the highlight here is how crispy the roti is. Incredible. And then just coated in that rich egg yolk. Oh, that's superb. Oh, that's insanely tasty. That's exactly what you want to be eating for breakfast in Phuket. And we got two different curries. This one is the chicken masaman curry. Grab a piece of roti. And if you look at this curry, it doesn't look too rich, it doesn't look too thick. It's a little bit watery, but I like it. It looks really nice and light. You can see some peanuts in here. You can smell the fragrance, the aroma of that masaman, the light curry of masaman. And then make sure to rehydrate with as much of that curry sauce as possible. Yeah, it's really light. It's not too heavy, not too thick or rich. A little bit sweet, but you really taste the sweet spices like the cinnamon, the cardamom, the Siamese cardamom in there. A little bit of cumin, balanced with a little bit of cumin, a little bit of coriander seed. That's pleasant. A great breakfast masaman, because again, it's not too rich, it's not too thick. And then the next curry, we got the beef curry. Gang Nua. But again, there's cubes of beef in here. There's also a few organs as well, and you can see some of the herbs. Oh, it looks like ginger in there too. Again, it's similar to the masaman. It doesn't look too thick, doesn't look too rich. So perfect to start your day in the morning. Yeah, okay, the beef curry is awesome. Really strong on the kind of like cinnamon spices. And again, it's watery, but that's a good thing here because it's paired with the rich roti, which is crispy. And so I mean, when the curry is light like that, it just acts as a vessel, just a complete vessel for that crispy roti. Oh man, okay, the curries are good, but it really is all about the roti here. That perfect science of crispy, crunchy flakiness with just a hint of a gooiness on the inside. And then I just got a black coffee to complete this breakfast spread to wash it all down. Just the very dark, classic, traditional, slightly charcoaly coffee. And then there's always tea to wash that down. The place is awesome, and it's actually, when we got here, they weren't busy, but now the whole restaurant has filled up. The griddle is full. They're flying on the roti. Beef curry and the fried egg roti. That's the combination. The roti here is so durable and so crispy that I think one of the moves that you can do is just toss the pieces of roti, shredded roti, into the actual curry. Let them soak, let them submerge, let them absorb the curry for a little while. And then you take a bite with your spoon. And it's still just as crispy as before. The taste of the curry is not strong. It's just somehow so comforting and so incredibly soothing. And it's not spicy at all. Awesome breakfast in Phuket. I can safely say that's some of the crispiest roti that I've ever had in my life. It's literally so crispy, it is approaching chips roti, and it is awesome. That texture, they have it to a science. Oh, that is just experience, year upon year of experience in the roti scooting and oiling skills are just impressive. Must eat breakfast when you are in Phuket. And that starts off this Michelin Guide street food tour, and what a start to the day. Okay, we're walking to the next place, which is actually just down the street. Oh, it's actually back down that street. Okay, we're walking down. This is Thailand Talang, which is one of the most famous streets in Phuket, known for its Sino-Portuguese, Thai-Chinese shop house, colorful buildings, and its preservation of heritage. And it's just pleasant. It's very quiet today, but it's a beautiful street to walk down to admire the architecture, the art. There's boutiques, there's restaurants. It's just the heritage of the old town of Phuket. So next restaurant that we're at on this Michelin Guide Thai street food tour of Phuket is, the restaurant is called Chuan Chim, and it's an ahan tam sang restaurant, meaning that they serve all sorts of different stir-fried dishes which are made to order. And this is an amazing Thai Chinese shop house restaurant. They just opened for lunch, and we got a table out here in the front. And one pad or something. So one of their main dishes here is the pad gapao, which is stir-fried holy basil with your choice of either chicken or pork mainly. Or they even have fish. You can get your selection of meat, but that's one of their most famous dishes. But she's just flying on that walk. The different ingredients are laid out, and you just smell the aroma of those freshly ground chilies and the gapao, the holy basil. They got busy all of a sudden from the lunch rush, and Uncle came out to start cooking as well. Both of them, Uncle and Auntie, their wok skills, they're just flying on the wok, clanking the aromas, and he made a big batch of the pad gapao, the stir-fried holy basil. It's so aromatic. Their ratio, I haven't tasted it yet, but their ratio of gapao, holy basil leaves to meat is what I'm already gonna love. It just looks incredible, unbelievably aromatic. The porky aromas coming out of this shop house are unbelievable, mouth-watering. Fresh out of the wok. Oh man, you smell the smokiness, you smell the caramelized aroma of the soy sauce. Oh man, it smells so unbelievably good. I'm already regretting, I haven't tried the food yet, but I'm already regretting that we didn't order more dishes. We only ordered a couple dishes because we have more to eat today. This is the type of place that you can trust, you can rely that anything you order is gonna be good. But really, I want to focus on the one main dish, one of their most famous dishes, which almost everybody orders, which is the gapao. But just look at that ratio of herb, of holy basil to meat. It almost looks like a vegetable dish because he uses so much. I love that. You can tell it's unbelievably aromatic. You smell the smokiness, you smell the caramelized soy sauce. There's chilies folded throughout it. He just picks up an entire handful of crushed chilies, pounded chilies, and just tosses it in the wok. He does it with such expertise. And lastly, just the dryness of it is what I love the most, how it's dry, not saucy. This is real deal. I just gotta take a big bite first of this with nothing else. Find some of those chilies. There's chilies just folded throughout, and so much holy basil. Oh wow. Yes, that is awesome. The smokiness, and it's fried dry, but it's actually juicy because of the way he's fried it on such a hot fire. It has a balance of spicy, sweet, salty, and then just that amazing aromatic, peppery taste of the basil. That is awesomely delicious. It's so good, yet so incredibly smoky and fragrant. Add a little bit of the nam pla prik, chilies and fish sauce. With those extra chilies, with that fish sauce, this plate of gapao, and even all of their stir-fried dishes, if they leave it on the fire for just one more second, it's gonna be burnt. Like, it's that stage right before, so it's ultimately smoky and fragrant without being burnt, and that takes just a mastery of the wok to do. And there's so much basil in there that it kind of tingles your tongue if you eat a lot of it. Excellent. Okay, next dish we got is Tom Yum Goong. And we got Nam Sai, which is the clear broth. This is one of my favorite, simple, very, oh, there's a lot of chilies down below there. There's shrimp, there's lemongrass, there's kaffir lime leaves, there's galangal. If you stir this up, there's a lot of chilies down there. Oh wow, yes. I mean, just the cleanness of that broth, the fragrance of lemongrass, the balance of galangal, the citrusiness of the kaffir lime leaves, the fresh chilies in there. That is just simple, delicious, comforting. Nothing more, nothing less than it needs to be. It's just straight delicious. Definitely scoop from the bottom of the bowl so you get as many chilies per bite as possible. Next up for Kanamu Krab. This is Chinese broccoli Chinese kale with crispy pork. Also, their crispy pork is highly rated here. You can just see, again, you can smell that smokiness. You can see the char on the leaves, and he took it out, turned off that fire, took it out of the wok at the last second so that it's not all saucy, it's not all goopy, it's dry, it's smoky, all the sauce is absorbed into every piece of food. Oh wow, that is perfect actually. That is a perfect plate of Kanamu Krab. It's crisp, it's salty, it's smoky. Oh man, and that pork, it's so crispy and then just melts in your mouth. That is superb. And the garlic in there, wow. Superb. And then Micah actually got a plate of fried rice, so we got a fourth dish. I'll just try a little bit of that. With egg and chicken, I believe. A little bit of lime juice. You have to eat it with it, right? It's kind of salty and... I mean, the fried rice is amazing. Again, you do not cook food like this without years and years of experience on the wok. Fried rice is dry, fluffy, and fragrant. Actually, the Kanamu Krab is actually my favorite dish. Man, that is tasty. Down to the final garlic skin. Oh, that was good. Yeah. And I just have deliciousness just coating my tongue and my mouth right now. That was a meal where if they left it in the wok one more second, it would be burnt. And if they took it one step saltier, it would be too salty. But it is superb. Perfect. That's everything you want in a simple stir-fried ahan tamsang meal. Just delicious. Fantastic. I just have this perfect smokiness in my mouth right now. Next up on this street food tour of Phuket, we are going to a restaurant that's famous for Hokkien mee, which is Hokkien style Chinese noodles. This place looks incredible. It's in a small little shop house again, and standing outside the shop house now, you can smell an amazing kind of seafood smoky aroma. The restaurant is called Gola Mi Hokkien. Another legendary shop in Phuket. He still cooks over charcoal. That smokiness. Just made my order. Gonna get the Hokkien mee, which are it's gonna come with the yellow noodles in sauce with an egg and seafood. Of the Hokkien mee, and he's so methodic, so precise in making it.
man, it looks and smells unbelievable, and he makes it by the batch. He made 6 bowls with the other people that came in at the same time that we ordered. So it's even cooler to see him as he makes a batch of the Hokkien mee, of the noodles, sloshing around the broth, the juices, adding the seasoning, and it actually takes patience. While he does roar the fire, it also takes patience, knowing exactly that time, waiting on the sauces to boil and that mixture to boil. And he does it very methodically, very strategically. There's a lot of strategy in this bowl of noodles because he first boils down the meat with sauce, and then he puts in the noodles only onto one side and stir fries them, adding just a little bit of the sauce, and then he added eggs, puts that on top with the sauce mixture with some Chinese kale. And so we got the noodles, and it's also served with some chopped onions or shallots on the side. And you can see the yellow noodles. There's shrimp in here, there's some squid. I think that's either pork or chicken, and then the egg. The yolk is just sitting there like a nest, somehow preserving. It's actually kind of a poached egg in the juice in the sauce. Okay, Micah wants to add a little pepper. Okay, Micah, add some pepper. Okay, thank you. Good job, man. Thank you very much. Okay, I can't wait to dig into that yolk. Oh, just let the yolk flow. The yolk into the sauce, into the noodles. Oh man, the fragrance, the smokiness, the coatings. Wow. I can't wait to take my first bite. Oh wow. That is a comforting bowl of noodles. It has this amazing seafood taste to it. And then that sauce is just perfect, just balanced to perfection. Salty, a hint of sweetness, the richness of the eggs, the dark soy sauce in there, and then just wrapped up coating like a gravy over those yellow noodles. And the yellow noodles have this amazing kind of slightly gummy texture to them. There's some kind of, I think this is kind of like a fish cake too. Oh yeah, that's just delicious. Warm and comforting and gooey. It just tastes, again, it's just kind of everything that it needs to be. Slightly smoky, rich but not overly so, balanced, a well-rounded flavor, and just warming in your stomach. But I will add a little seasoning. A little bit of dry chili, maybe a little more chili for good measure. Stir that around, get the chili flowing. I think you can add a little bit of vinegar too, since it's on the table. I'll go with just a sprinkle of vinegar. And Ying says that she thinks the shallots are kind of like a condiment that you can chase with. Oh yeah, with the chili, that hint of acidity from the vinegar. It's awesome. And I'll add those shallots too. Oh yeah. I love red onions, the juicy crispness, and the immediately a change of flavor in your mouth. And again, making this dish is just a mastery of heat, of fire, of the ingredients, and knowing when to put them in, when to take them out. Okay, I love it with those onions too. I'll just toss them in. Oh, that was delicious. Oh man, that was so good, so warming, so comforting. I almost want to sit here and eat one more bowl, but I'm gonna resist because we have one more place to go to complete the street food tour. Okay, moving on. And finally, to end, to complete, to wrap up this Michelin Guide Thai street food tour of Phuket, we are at a street food stall on the corner, which is legendary for serving a local Phuket dish, which is called o-tao, which is, it's kind of this fry up of taro and batter, and I'm not totally sure what else. I've had it years ago when I came to Phuket, but I haven't, it's been a long time since I've had it, so I'm excited to try it again. They have an original one, they have a minced pork version, and I got the seafood version. But guaranteed there's a lot of crispy things, and I love the preparation, the cooking process. Just the clicking, the clanking of the spatulas on the hot plate, the aroma is just wafting down the sidewalk. And this stall is located right outside of the school. So a lot of students here. It's an entire like community within Phuket town here. Here it is, the famous o-tao of Phuket, and it's quite a process, quite a strategy to make this dish. Just the way she sloshes around, I'm pretty sure that's lard, but lard goes on, then I think she added, we got the seafood version, so there's a mix of shrimp, there's squid, there's some oysters in there, some egg, and then she kind of sloshes that around, fries that around, then adds taro, cubes of taro. That's one of the signature ingredients for o-tao. And also a batter, which I believe is from rice flour. And I think there's some chives in there as well. And oh man, when I was standing there when I was filming, she added in a couple spoons of garlic. Garlic puree and chili, and immediately as she adds that to the hot plate, just this woof of garlic and chili steam just comes at you. It smells so good, but I'm not even totally sure the correct way to eat this, because they do serve it with bean sprouts, just of course to balance all the fried porky lard in this dish. And then there are some sauces. Okay, here we go, o-tao. It's been years. The taro chunks, the gooiness, the crispiness. There's so many different things in here. Not to mention that batter is like sticky, glutinous rice flour batter. Okay, there's a lot going on in your mouth. Wow. Like the gooey rice batter, the taro just kind of melts into that, but you get that starchy texture. The flavor of the garlic is what immediately stands out, and just a light aromatic chili heat. All things texture, gooey, crispy, eggy, and garlicky, all on your plate, all at the same time, fried in a mess on a skillet. I like how the taro just melts into the gooey stickiness. And I think I will balance with some bean sprouts. And you've got the crispy pork skin as well, so you can kind of mix that in for a total different texture from the gooiness. Yeah, I wouldn't say that o-tao is one of my favorite foods, but it is oddly addictive. I think that combination of garlic and chili, the gooey textures, it's like a blob of different gooiness and all of a sudden a crunchy pork skin. It's just straight up addictive. Yeah, I was hoping they'd have a spicy chili sauce, but that one is the very sweet chili sauce. I think I like it without the sauce better. That way you just taste the garlic and the chili that she already added. And on that plate of pretty heavy o-tao, that is gonna end this Michelin Guide street food tour of Phuket. It's been a fantastic day. People in Phuket are so nice, they're so cool. And the food today has just been fantastic. Thinking back, probably my favorite things were the roti, some of the crispiest roti I've ever had in my life. The Hokkien mee was excellent as well. I gotta try the Hokkien mee. And then, oh yeah, chuan chim, that stir-fried ahan tam sang, freshly made to order stir-fried dishes is incredible as well. Be sure to check in the description box below. I'll have all the information everywhere that I ate in this video that you can check out. And I wanna say a big thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe and also click the little bell icon. and that way you'll immediately get notified of the next video that I publish. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from Phuket in southern Thailand, and I will see you on the next video.